Hello, and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope POTT, hope you're feeling grand and all is well in your world. Today, we're looking at this weird fellow here. This is the Boss Acoustic Simulator pedal. Does it make your electric guitar sound like an acoustic? Not really. But, is it interesting and unique? Yes, it is. And do I love it? Yes, I do. So I got this pedal absolutely years ago with the idea of, I'm going to come out from behind the stand now. The idea of kind of like, if I ever wanted to play my electric guitar but get an acoustic-y sound live, this would be the thing. It didn't work out that way. But I've had this pedal for absolute years and it's never once entered my mind to sell it because I love what it does. In the intro jam, you heard it. I used it on the backing track as well as with the Mel 9, and the solo that I put over top of it was the Boss DS2, the Golden Plexi, a delay from Line 6 DL4, and also I had this on all the time. And again, it adds like this gnarl. It's really quite harsh, but at the same time, it's a really unique little sound, and I love it. Yeah, so basically, POTT, what we're going to do today is just delve into this thing. I mean, I really don't know much about these pedals. I don't know if they were considered a flop, like you're a failure, or a success, or what. You don't really see anybody using them. Although I swear I've seen Matt Bellamy with one, but I don't know. I swear I've seen Matt with one, like early days Muse. Like we're talking like late 90s. Muse, like 98, 99. I swear he used one, but again, I don't actually know. And I don't know anybody else of note who actually uses one of these pedals. But I really think they're really special in their own little way. They're not a pedal you're going to use all the time, but they are something special. And also, POTT, if you are going out gigging with an acoustic guitar, this pedal gives you a lot of control over that acoustic guitar. I'll try and show you that later on. I'll get a monitor just plugged in, and we'll plug an acoustic guitar in with this, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Because when I used to go out doing some kind of like acoustic blues solo gigs on my own. Obviously, Dave, you just said solo. God, I amaze myself for my own stupidity, people of the tube. Believe me. But I used to go out doing these shows, and basically what I had is I had my DL4 looper. And I had this, and then from this we go straight to the PA. And I never had any issues with the sound, and it gave me the ability to control my acoustic, and it also gave me reverb, which is all good. So that brings me nice and neatly into the features. So let's talk Acoustic Simulator. So I'm going to stand up for this so I can see what's going on. Okay, so, hi. So we got 4 dials. This one's a dual concentric here. This the top of the dual concentric is the reverb level. The bottom one is the volume level of the pedal. Mine's actually broken. It took a massive knock at a gig once, and they actually moved together. You can move them independently. You just have to hold onto one while you move it, which is quite amusing. The next 2 dials are like the tone shaping aspects of this pedal, and we'll hear more of what they do in a bit. But the left one here, that's called body. It's basically a bass control. And this one's called top, treble control. And then on the right side here, we have 4 different types of acoustic guitar emulations. You got a standard acoustic, usual, jumbo acoustic, enhance, which I don't remember what that means, and a piezo pickup. For the intro jam, the backing track was recorded on the standard, and I recorded the solo on the piezo sound. So it was kind of like 2 different sounds, really. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to switch it back to standard, and I'm just going to show you what this thing sounds like off the bat. So I'm going to set both these to 12 o'clock, but I can guarantee they're going to need changing immediately. I'm going to leave the volume flat out, but I'm going to put the reverb down to 12 o'clock. And yeah, let's mess around with this thing, people of tube. And also, if you've got one, what do you think to it? Because, like I say, it doesn't really... Acoustic Simulator, it gives a acoustic-y thing, but I can't hand on heart say yes, this pedal makes your electric guitar sound exactly like an acoustic guitar. It just doesn't. But I love it for what it is, and it's really, I don't know, just a really special pedal. Anyway, let's put the guitar back on and make some more noise and just have a play around, basically. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to mess around. I'll go through the different settings as well. So you'll hear the standard mode, and then the jumbo mode, and then the enhanced mode, and then finally the piezo mode. I'll mess around with the EQ. I'll show you the reverb as well. I'm going to leave the level flat out. It's not a very loud pedal, this, to be honest with you. It's very, very quiet. So I'm going to leave the level flat out. I did, before starting this video, I did try the pedal through the front end and the effects loop of the CR120. And it just sounded better through the front end. It just didn't really work very well through the effects loop. So it's going through the front end. And it's literally the first pedal in line. So it goes from the amp to this and then to my pedal board. So I suppose that's last in line, but to me it's first in line because that's the way, everything starts the amp to me. But that's my brain. Anyway, and that's the way I've always seen it. Anyway, let's get messing around with the acoustic simulator pedal. It's a weirdo, but I love it. And again, like I said, I've had this thing for absolute years and it's never once entered my mind to sell it because I just love it too much. It's too cool and it's too unique. It makes sounds that are very odd, and I like that. Anyway, let's get going. I just thought it's good for recording and it's good for making acoustic sound more acousticy. Anyways, shut up, Dave. Okay, people, I don't know what that is, but it's fun. Let's put it that way. So you heard all modes there in clean at the beginning, and then obviously in distortion as well. But I'm messing around with EQ. Well, kind of once I found like an EQ, I do like the EQ when it's kind of like boss-eyed. So the bottom, like the bass dial is at like 11 o'clock, and the treble dial's like at 1 o'clock. I kind of like the EQ there. All the reverb you heard is from the pedal as well. There's no reverb coming from anywhere else. That's all the pedal. Yeah, mega. Love it. I mean, I don't really know what it is, though. I mean, where does it live? Because it's like, sometimes it sounds like it's like that really screechy, metal-y kind of tone. But then sometimes it's really nice. I don't know. POTT, what's your thoughts? I have no idea. Anyway, I'll tell you what we'll do now. As a bit of an experimentation, I'm going to unplug the pedal board and we're going to go straight into an acoustic guitar with this. So we're going to go acoustic guitar into this and then into the orange. See if that does anything. See if it enhances the acoustic to make it sound like an acoustic. And then what we'll do is I'll plug this into just a bog standard monitor. No EQ control or anything like that. I'll just use the pedal. I'm just spitting everywhere. I do apologise. And this is what happens when you drink tea while you're filming. And We'll see what it sounds like through that, because hopefully that should give you the idea of what I mean by when I went out playing acoustic. I always had this pedal with me. It really helped out. So let me go and grab an acoustic and we'll do some more playing. Okay, no, there you go. I'm actually not going to plug it into the PA speaker now, or just the monitor, because that kind of proves kind of what I was going for anyway. Is with an acoustic guitar, I feel this pedal really shines to. It just enhances the sound of your acoustic, especially in a live situation, because plugging an acoustic guitar into a PA is always a bit of a crapshoot. It's either really. It's never an acoustic-y sound, and I feel with this pedal you can kind of retain a little bit more of that kind of, you know, that quality of your acoustic guitar, and that's what I always used it for. Although I do still love to use it with electric guitar. It doesn't really do what it says on the tin, but it does something really special, in my opinion. POTT, what are your thoughts on this? Like I said, I've had this pedal for years, and I've never thought once about demoing it either. But like I said, I don't want to lose it. I've used it so much for acoustic gigs and this, that, and the other. It's got a few dints and dents and battle scars, but it's just a fantastic pedal, and it's just one of those pedals that I just want. Because one day I'm going to be recording a song either with an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar and go, I really need something unique for this part. I need something that's just a little bit different, and I'll go to this pedal and it'll give me exactly what I want. Because it's just weird. It's just weird and unique and different. Works so well with an acoustic guitar. That was my mountain acoustic into the amp. And basically I haven't even changed the EQ on the amp. The EQ on the amp is the exact EQ I use for my pedal board, and it just worked. And all the reverb you heard is coming from a pedal again. The reverb in it is fantastic. I know you said returb. Don't know what that is. Anyway, people with Tube, what are your thoughts on the Boss Acoustic Simulator pedal? Like I said, I don't know much about this pedal. I don't know if it was a flop, if it was a success. I don't think it was a success though, because you just don't see anybody using these things. They're always that kind of weirdo pedal that kind of... I've even spoken to some people who don't even know it exists. So it's one of those weird things. Another thing to know as well, people with Tube, on the left side of a pedal, there is actually an input for a guitar amp and PA. So you got a PA input and and a guitar amp on. You can actually run out of this thing stereo, so you can go to a PA from that one and a guitar amp on this one. In my personal opinion, the guitar amp input sounds the best. Output, should I say. Sounds the best. The PA one, which is called Line Out, sounds okay, but I reckon the guitar one sounds the best. Other than that, that's it, people Tube. What are your thoughts on the Boss Acoustic Simulator pedal? It's a weird beast, but it's ace. It's ace. I love it. And again, I will never get rid of this pedal because it's just a little bit weird and a little bit unique, and that's all good. And I love it for that. So, people do, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And I will see you again for another video. If you like the videos I do on this channel, please consider becoming a patron at Patreon. Links to that are down there. As well as links to my Bandcamp where you can hear my music. Other than that, thank you very much indeed for watching. And the Boss Acoustic Simulator pedal. Ta-da! What do you think? Let me know. See you later.